So we have a former football player, Joe McKnight, was killed in a road rage incident, and his white attacker got to go home scot-free. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Tonight, new details about that deadly encounter, an eyewitness speaking out.
I just stood there with my hand on my face like, oh my God, he really just shot this man.
Police say this man, Ronald Gasser, seen on the ground in cuffs, admitted shooting former NFL running back Joe McKnight. Vanessa Scott describing what she says Gasser did after the shooting.
He was like this at the window. And then once he moved from the window, he walked around to the front part of the car and he kept but he kept his arm locked.
And
like
pointing.
Pointing at the front of the car.
At the windshield?
At the front part, the windshield, like the hood and the windshield. He kept his arm locked in place.
Many tonight still asking why Gasser hasn't been charged.
If he was man enough to pull the trigger, he should be man enough to take his lick and still be in jail.
Authorities promising a thorough investigation.
When we shoot and kill somebody, the question is, it's a homicide. The question is it justified or not?
It's the second time an NFL player has been killed in New Orleans during an apparent road rage incident in recent months. Cardell Hayes is accused of fatally shooting former Saints player Will Smith in April, his trial getting underway.
Where were the charges? Why did this guy go home? Now, this Ronald Gasser guy, he was involved in another incident 10 years ago with road rage. And they charged him with simple battery because he got into an accident with a person and he had words with them. The person drove off from him, went to the gas station. He followed them to the gas station. When they were trying to pump gas, he came and just started beating on them. So he had a prior criminal record of doing this. This guy gets out and kill this man. Kill him. They had no gun on him, none of that mess. And yet he got to go home. But yet when you heard the other brother that had the incident with the other NFL player, and we did the story on that, in 3 days he was arrested and he has a $1.7 million bond. But this white man gets to just talk to the police and go home like some George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin stuff. This is the stuff that we are talking about. How these white men run around here in this white supremacist system doing what the hell they want to do, and then nothing happens to them. And then you want to get mad when we talk about it. We showing the stuff that happens. We're not making the stuff up. I would get it if we was making it up. But we don't do that fake news thing here. We make sure to tell you what's going on. And people all over the world, this is what's happening to the black man and black woman of America. We are getting killed over here wholesale, and these people want to go in your countries and act like they're holier than thou. They're no better than anybody else. They have no right to talk about human rights to anybody when they allow this kind of stuff to go on. You talking about you're going to do investigation. Investigation of what? He killed that man. Eyewitnesses were saying he stood over that man and shot him, and he still went home. And now, on top of that, they got a cop outside his house protecting him. How many black men you know could kill a white man like that and just go home and chill and the police protect him? Not a one. And you know good and well you couldn't do that mess. But yet when you are white in America and Donald Trump's new America, you know, the Casual Killing Act, you can just kill black people and nothing's going to happen to you. So let's see what they have to say about this one. Because, you know, the white supremacist trolls always got something to say. Well, why you don't know this? You're like, all I know is that man's dead. He killed that man. Eyewitnesses that recorded the situation. He did stuff he had no business. And it's always along some doggone racial lines. Always that we see this mess in this country. This whole country was set up on a white supremacist system. Period. And we got to keep pointing this stuff and calling this mess out. Because this stuff is utterly wrong. I don't care if you don't like black people. That's not my problem. But other people who say they're not racist, this is human beings being gunned down in this country. And that's okay? And yet a lot of you run around here talking about you Christians. That's why don't mention that word Christianity. Because if you were true Christians, you would be the first one screaming and hollering about killing, which really violates the word of God. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it, because this is more proof that the black man is being targeted for extermination here in America. Like the commentary, share the video, and subscribe for more news stories.